Let's see another problem from LeetCode. It's a permutation sequence. In the last two videos, we are looking at the permutation problem, and in this video, you will see the permutation sequence. So let's try to understand this problem. So in this problem, we have given n3, so that in that case, just say 1 to 3, and for 1 to 3, if you try to find out all the permutations, then this will be the sequence for the permutations, and we need to find out k3, that is in a third permutation. So that's the kth permutation we need to find out. So we need to return this 213 here, and this is the third permutations. So in order to get this, one thing is we can have all these permutations, and then we can find the kth one. So for the bigger number, it will be very time consuming, and so that's not the optimal solution. So we need a proper algorithm for that. So let's solve the problem. Before that, we can see the company. They asked the question. Okay, so the list is small, but anyway, they have asked, but let's understand. So in order to solve this, we can find the pattern here. So I have just copied the same example here, and then we can see n3, and we need to find out k3. So 1 to 3. So this 213, this is the solution we want to get. So in this sequence, if you try to find the pattern, then you can see 1 is fixed here, 2 is fixed here, 3 is fixed here. So we can say that's a 0 index, that's a 1 index, and that's a 2 index. That is the first row, second row, third row. And our solution is in first row here, and first row, and in this index 213. So this is our solution. So way to find out is, for the first time, what we do, we generate all the numbers. If it is n, then all the numbers is 1 to 3, and also generate the factorial. So this block will be one more. So in that way, if I say what is the factorial of I, that is 1, then this points to this index. What is the factorial of 2, this, what is factorial of 3, so this comes here. So we need to generate these two things in algorithm. So first step is generate this factorial and this number, and then it's a zero base index, so that's why in this case k is 3. Just reduce k minus 1, so that is k is 2. We need to find out exactly this index here. So in order to find out this index, k is 2, and this index, if I divide this k here 2 by factorial n minus I will start with I till n, and then I will just check the factorial. So if I say the factorial of n minus I, in this case n is 3 minus 1, 2. Factorial of 2 is, so from here you can check factorial of 2 is 2. So 2 divided by 2, index 1. So we got the index 1. So we found ID 1 here. So if I say the 1, so that is in this this second row, that's the 1th row we can say. And in this number, if I say the index 1 is 2. So we can extract 2, and 2 is answer. See, the 2 is our answer, one of this answer 2. And then again, once we get 2, then remaining will be 1 3. You can see the remaining is 1 3. So we need to update the k. So in a previously k was 3, and we just decremented by 1, but this time we need to properly calculate this k, and for that k, calculating this k is, this is the logic. ID, what we calculated ID here, that's id into fact n minus 1, and we can just decrement from k, and in that way we'll get the k. So this time the id is 1 and factorial of 2 is factorial of n minus 1 2, so 2 into 1 2, and k was already 2, so 2 minus 2 0. So now we have the 1 3, and the 1 is our next answer. That's the 1, and that's at the 0 index, so we got the 1. And in this way, if you update this k and the id, will get this kth factorial. So that's the simple logic we want to use that. So in the step 1 we need to generate n and k numbers and the factorial. Step 2 we need to find out k. Step 3 we need to find out id, and then we also collect the result. So let's write the code for this. So here I'm going to declare a variable numbers, and numbers is int, and then another one I will say var fact. It's also okay, but the size of fact, let me do like this, make area of int, and the size of the fact is that's n is 3, so n plus 1. You can do that. And the numbers, let's define the numbers also in the same way. Numbers make int, and this is size of n. Okay, so let's calculate the number. So for I is equal to 1, I less than equal to n, I plus plus, so it is starting from the index 0 because we have already created this one. So let's start with 0 here, and it's a less than equal to less than n, so 0 1 2, and then we can add plus 1 here. So you can do the numbers I, so at the I index, numbers I 0 index, so that's the array. So 0 index we are going to put this I plus 1. So in this way we'll get this number 1 2 3. Okay, in the same way let's calculate the factorial for all the factorial. So I can say fact that's the array, so fact 0, so 0 in the beginning I'll just put 1, and then I will start with fact I is equal to 1, and then I less than n, and then I plus plus, I plus plus, and then here we can say fact I is equal to fact I so I1, so I1 is in a 1 in a I minus 1, so I minus 1 zeros. In the previously in the 0 we have the 1 into just we can just say I. So in this way first we get the 1, and fact I minus 1 1, so 1, and then again 1, so we'll get the 1 2 3 6. So we'll get the factorial, and we have calculated the factorial 1 1 2 6 using this logic here. So we got this factorial, and we also got this number. The next thing is we need to have the result. So for the results, what we return here, so result is a string. So this is just a string, so I can just say result string, and there is a loop for I is equal to 1, start, and I less than n I plus plus. So make it less n till 3, and then we need to reduce the k by 1. So k is already defined, k minus 1, or we can do the k minus minus. So anyway, so we have got the k. So k, it was a 3, but it's a 0 base index, so we'll make it 2 here, and then we need to find out id, so index. So maybe I can just say index. So index, and I will calculate the index is a k divided by fact. So this is a fact, and the fact of n minus I. So if it is a 3, then we need to factorial 2. If in case of 2, then we need a factorial 1. So in this case, n, so n minus I, so I is 1, so factorial 2, and that's we calculated the index properly. And now we extract the result, and this is a this will become 1, and at 1, so 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 is 2, and that's our result 2. So we'll get that, extract that. So in our result we can have, this is the result plus whole, can have some numbers, and then idx. So this is the integer, and we need to convert this to string. So I'll just do %d, and we extracted one number, and now we want to reduce. So there was a 1 2 3, so we got the 2. So now we change this number to 1 3. So remove these 2 from these numbers. So let's write numbers is this time append numbers from 0 to idx, whatever the index we got. So 0 to index, and then numbers idx plus 1, and I'm giving dot 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 because all the numbers will be appended here. So we got the numbers. Now we need to calculate the k. So I'll just copy this thing here and put it here, and that's a k. So k is idx into fact n minus 1, and that's all. We got the result here, and then return the result. K is not a new variable. Result plus so here result plus fmt is printf numbers, then idx, index out of range, runtime error index out of range with length 2. So we'll see these numbers whether we have properly calculated this or not. So I'll just put the debug point here, and I'll check. I'll just debug this. Numbers is 1 2 3, that's good, but the factorial 1 2 3 we got the and factorial. Let me jump here. Let's let's run again. Is maybe it's due to the error, but let's check that once again. So factorial is fact I, and then factorial I minus 1 into I. So we calculated the factorial also properly here. Let's run it for one example at least, and it's complaining at the same place. idx is k divided by fact n minus I, and I each 1, I less than 1, I plus plus. Got the id here, and then result is equal to empty percentage d, and the numbers we have the idx. Okay, here the numbers 0 to idx, that's correct, that's good. And then from here number idx plus 1 to end, and then dot, that's fine. K, oh, I forgot here, it should be, I said like it should be k minus, we need to subtract this thing, so this logic was wrong, and that's why this problem was here. I think that's good now. Accepted, submit. So that's good. We can see Java solution also. So that's the same logic, and this is the Java code. Okay, that's all for now. Thank you.